Let's see. Despite Senator Paul's concerns, most Republican senators do support this bill. But as it turns out, most voters really look like they don't. Today's Fox News polls out here show just over 1 in 4 voters support. 54% oppose what they know so far about this Senate measure. Joining me now, orthopedic surgeon and Wyoming Senator John Barrasso. Good to have you here, Senator.
Thank you, Martha. Thanks.
So your reaction first to that poll, and then we'll get to what Senator Paul was talking about. According to this poll, the American people are not at all on board with this version.
Well, let me make sure that people know exactly what is in the bill. Number one, it stabilizes the insurance markets and over the next couple of years lowers premiums by about 30%. People are going to find that very popular. We eliminate all of the mandates that mandated that people had to buy a government-approved product. That's very popular. We're eliminating all of the taxes, many of which drove up the cost of Obamacare. We're getting the decisions out of the hands of Washington and back into the hands of patients, with decisions being made at the states. I would think that that is going to be very popular. And then we make sure that with regard to Medicaid, we stabilize it in the long term for people who are most in need. Also, with people with pre-existing conditions, every one of them gets to be able to keep their plan, and 26-year-olds get to stay on their parents' plans up to the age of 26.
Well, I mean, basically what Rand Paul has said is that there's way too many goodies, actually, in this bill. He wants to split them in half. He wants to do a repeal bill and then a replace bill. He said he talked to the president about this idea, and the president liked it a lot. Have you heard that? And is that something that has any traction?
Well, I met with the president yesterday along with all the Republican senators. We're not going to negotiate this on television. We're focused on finding the 50 votes that we need to be able to make the fundamental change of rescuing people from Obamacare. The prices have gone up. The options have gone down. Many people are finding themselves with only one choice on the Obamacare exchange for next year. Many places, no one is selling Obamacare.
I hear you.
Look,
no, I do.
Obamacare is a bus going over a cliff. The Democrats are saying stay on board. And I'm saying we're just trying to rescue people from this collapsing Obamacare
Senator,
debacle.
what I'm hearing and what you're saying is that you're willing to let the Rand Paul vote go by the wayside. Is that true?
No, I want to work with every member. We're trying to get to 50, with then Mike Pence being there as vice president. I think Rand has been very constructive. He's been at all of the meetings. We continue to discuss this. We need all the members on board because we are all committed to fundamentally changing the direction of health care away from this one-size-fits-all government control and getting the decisions back to home. I was in Wyoming over the weekend. I was a doctor for 25 years practicing in Wyoming, talking to patients, talking to doctors, talking to nurses at one of our local hospitals. They all want out of what has become Obamacare.
All right. Thank you very much, Senator Barrasso. Always good to speak with you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.